the busy centre of Kandy. Some shops, KFC. This big old white building is our hotel. It's called Queen's Hotel. And it's, yes, we're staying at the Queen's Hotel. But now we have a king.
Well, here we are at the Queen's Hotel, built in the 1800s, probably named after Queen Victoria. This looks like the main formal dining room. It's all very elegant and colonial. Grand piano. Grand old staircase. And a very old lift. Let's hope it works. Good afternoon. This is another bar area for drinks.
Oh wow, look at this. Teak. Teak everywhere, teak. Yes.
Well, this is it, the big reveal.
Big reveal. Oh, he's already here.
Well, there you go. Our bags have made it.
Table.
Okay. Here. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, here we are, looking outside our hotel from the balcony. This room has two balconies. So sitting on one balcony enjoying a gin and tonic as we look around the Kandy Lake as evening sets. Kandy is the second biggest city in Sri Lanka. It's quite an affluent city. Lots of shops, lots of people, lots of cafes. It's a very modern city. Here we are at Kandy, off to get some lunch after paying a ridiculous amount of money for a black market train ticket. We will talk about that later on another video. We're just leaving the Queen's Hotel and heading towards the street where the restaurants are.
About to cross this road, which is sometimes has lights, but they don't seem to work, so we have to take our chances.
we go. Captain Staple, huh?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Oh, we can't sit there? Ah, okay.
Okay, sir, if you want any place, you can.
After much searching, we've finally ordered our lunch. This is what lunch for two of us plus drinks costs. As you can see, $6.50. We will show you the lunch as it turns out. That's first course, a little roll,
Fish roll.
fish roll. We'll start our lunch with the fresh pineapple juice and we'll show you the lunch when it turns up.
If you come here to have lunch at the Devon restaurant, make sure you go to the back of the the back of the downstairs section where you'll get your Sri Lankan food. Lamprais for him. Thank you. The chicken? Thank you. So I've got some veggies here as well.
Sue's chicken.
Okay, so Neil is unboxing his Lamprais. Opening up the banana leaf. Taking out the toothpicks. And we'll see what's inside. So we have the rice. We've got egg.
There's some rice.
There's some fricadelles. So the little balls, little meat or fish balls.
Piece of chicken.
2 pieces of chicken, some sambal, some pickle. And it's all cooked together in the banana leaf. Any good? Good?
But cold.
Hot? But cold? Oh, not served hot?
No.
Oh, that's weird. So, we're having our lunch in the downstairs part of the Devon restaurant, which is pretty packed for lunchtime, full of local people having their lunch. Initially, we were led upstairs to a different area where there were no people, and a menu with prices about 3 times what they are down here. And so, I guess my warning is beware being led into restaurants by overly attentive waiters when there's no people in the restaurant. It's usually a tourist trap, and that's exactly what that was. But we've come downstairs and down towards the back of the building, behind where in the front of the building they're selling lots of cakes and pastries. And in here it's full of people having lunch, which is from a kind of a buffet arrangement where you go and say what you want and you pay at the cashier and then they go and fill your plate up for you. But we've got ourselves really quite a nice Sri Lankan lunch. Rather than upstairs we were going to have either Indian or Chinese, which wasn't what we were here for. And so yes, so salutary lesson. Avoid the bit where they want to take you and go to the bit where all the other people are. I'm just going to go and finish my lunch now.
Right, back on the streets of Kandy. We're on the search of a hairdresser. the Kandy Baptist Church. Hoping we found the right place. Handrail doesn't work.
I'm not going to the tattoo studio. So we come in search of a pub and we found something called The Pub. And we're heading upstairs. So we found it. The pub with no beer. You see, everywhere you go you might find a pub with no beer. Generally they got beer, but apparently not until 5 o'clock. So we go in search of one somewhere else.
Died, no?
Yeah, he died, yes.
Ah,
He did.
very sad.
Very sad.
Good boy, he is helping the Sri Lanka down.
Yes, after the tsunami.
Yeah. Before angry, huh? Sri Lankan team before angry. They are not before angry. And the Murli
This guy's been trying to get us to use his tuk-tuk for days. And we finally succumbed. He's taking us up to the top of the hill to a bar somewhere where we can have a look over the city. I know. They're not even wearing high vis. See, across the lake to the Temple of the Tooth. So here we are at the slightly chilled restaurant and bar over the city, looking down. Just got ripped off by a tuk-tuk driver, I think, telling me that petrol's 450 rupees a litre, but I reckon he didn't use a litre getting us here. Never mind, let's have a drink. So that was the slightly chilled rooftop lounge bar, which was really pleasant and nice place to watch the sunset and have a beer and a little bit of snack food. So we've got a whole bunch of little monkeys sitting up on the fence with their babies. Don't get too close. You can see how they can climb along the fence with the glass embedded in the top without cutting themselves by carefully moving along between the glass. The babies are so tiny. I think they want to be on YouTube.
We're now walking through the compound of the Temple of the Tooth, and you can see all the pilgrims going home from a day at the temple. This is the most sacred temple in Sri Lanka, and it holds a tooth from Lord Buddha, which is supposed to be one of the most sacred parts of the body. Every year there's a big perahera that, and the tooth is carried through the streets of Kandy with lots of elephants and dancing and much celebration. People buying flowers when they visit the temple. Walking around the Kandy Lake. It's a man-made lake. Beautiful.
Pretty little island out in the middle.
It has this unique wall which goes most of the way around the lake. As you can see, in the evenings it's a very popular meeting spot. Young couples, older kids with children, where the locals enjoy the fresh air and a walk around the lake. And here we are, back at our hotel, the Queen's, right opposite the lake.